Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video, just give me a second. In this whole video, we're going to look into the Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and also Leo Rising. Weekly general tarot reading May 17th up until May 23rd, 2021. And if you are interested in a personal reading with me, guys, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below. And there you're going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So that being said, moving to the Leo reading straight away. And the first card we do have for Leo, that is going to be the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the second one here that stands for the Nine of Swords. Moving next, we have a Ten of Swords of all things, and the fourth card, that is to be the Three of Swords. And oh my god, and the last one here, oh man, we have a Redeemer. That will be the Empress. The last one, that is going to be the Empress. And we really have a Redeemer. So that will be a crazy week, to say the least. And the vast majority of the week itself, it will be, I don't know how to express it even with all these swords. It will revolve much around self-doubt or doubting one's actions that have been made, primarily into the first portion and the mid of the week. So let's start with the very first card here, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And with the Wheel of Fortune, needless to say, the week generally opens up right off the back, right at the start. As the wheel, it stands for very meaningful coincidences. And how can I say, not consequences, but what was the word that I was searching for? Just hold on a second. Circumstances. All right, so very meaningful circumstances that really allows you to make a huge change into your life, which is going to be a controlled change, meaning that you get to say what you want to, what you want to do with it. And for some of you, that will be such an enormous thing that it will present you with once in a lifetime change. As everybody knows, that the Wheel of Fortune is about luck, and it's about how can I say, yeah, it's about luck, and it's about having the grace of the universe, if you will. This card speeds up the environment very much, and regardless how you are finding yourself right now, you can expect a lot of activities career wise and relationship wise. They may look very chaotic at the start, but again, you get to say, guys, I mean, yes, it's a chaos, but only the weak are aiming for order. The strongest, they do prefer to rule the chaos, and this is exactly what you're going to do at the start of the week. You're going to rule the chaos around you, and that will pose to be a problem for you, not for the situation, but for you, because we are approaching the Nine of Swords card. And this card could manifest in a couple of ways. One of the ways that can manifest itself is that being fearful of the consequences of the actions you did here, or the opportunities you took to make a change for the better in your life at the start of the week. The other option, how it can manifest, very similar. It is being afraid to act upon those opportunities for the fear of the consequences from them. So the Nine of Swords is all about the fear of the consequences, that these consequences may be breaking up your relationship or your marriage, being fired from work, and so on and so forth. And here is where you are going to find yourself being petrified, at least for the moment, or for a brief moment, before you make up your mind what you got to do about the meaningful, how did I say it? The meaningful coincidences that are forming for you and are allowing you to take off. It's really to take off. into either career-wise or into either relationship-wise. No different than if you do meet a person, but that person is for example, married, and they are very much into you, and you are afraid that you're going to break a marriage. It's the same thing, and that petrifies you for a brief second before you make up your mind. And your mind, it is what you're going to make up here at the Ten of Swords, because in your case, Ten of Swords describes that unyielding nature of oneself to just traverse a threshold, to just, like I said, make up their mind and make that irrevocable call or do the irreversible action. Because right after these drastic measures have been taken, then a liberation happens, and then a new dawn is opening into one's life. So for that reason, at the very first portion of the week, you have to be very decisive, and you should not stumble in front of a fear from one action or from one speech. That could also relate to saying what you have in mind in front of somebody that you are afraid as well. That could also be the case here. You need to know that fear, it is what rots one's soul. Fear, it's a disgusting word. It deprives you from your identity. That's what fear is, and for that reason, you are bound, Leo, here to conquer your fear and hopefully to pretty much dissolve it, to disintegrate the fear. And making up your mind, taking those drastic actions and those drastic measures, which, by the way, are not going to be mindless, mind you. Before you actually make up your mind and you do what you gotta do there, you're gonna draw a line and make a huge retrospection of what happened, why it happened, and do you deserve what is happening to you as well. And based on these conclusions, this is how you're gonna make up your mind and do what you gotta do there. And for that, it will be supplemented with a proof. It will be supplemented with a determination, and it's pretty much whatever drastic thing you are to do, and it seems that, or for some it may seem that you are out of your mind, you actually did the right thing here into the Ten of Swords. And then it is the Three of Swords that comes by, and that is the backlash of your actions previously. This card to me speaks about these envious people that are trying to ruin your time through a mental cruelty, trying to make you feel bad for that you're trying to feel good, for that you're trying for once to make a significant change in your life. No different than when you realize that somebody it's obnoxious to your environment, and you kind of like try to part ways with them, try to burn the bridge, and they are confronting you with, how can you do this to me? Well, in fact, you did it yourself with your behavior, with the way you treat me, and so on and so forth. So this card here, it's all about the how can I say, the negative feelings that you're going to feel from the backlash of your actions and of your decisions, which negative feelings are created or they are boosted by the by those which are not carried on into your new dawn. And the negative feelings themselves, they are created by your mind. So you think in a very poignant way, and thus you are experiencing a poignant feelings, and these poignant thoughts are created by the mental cruelty from the people that are not agreeing with you. So do not dwell within these thoughts, okay? Allowing those thoughts to twist and tangle your mind, anybody would feel lost, not just only you. And lastly, we do have the Empress, and this is how you actually end up the week here. And with the Empress, regardless what happens into the Three of Swords stage of the week, where you are attacked verbally from that person or from the other person, with the Empress, at the end of the week, you are going to withdraw from all of it, just for a moment here. So you can scope what your options available moving forward are. And at this moment with the Empress, you are entitled to make a very well found, balanced, and as well quite of a mature decision for how you are to approach your future. And this is the moment where a long-term plans are going to start being pretty much created. And it will be a very well found, balanced, and mature decision at this point. It is because you, Leo, are going to understand that now you do control your fate and its result. May that result be bitter or sweet, it is yours to swallow down. And that's why you would want to make at this point, at the end of the week, such a decision how to proceed forward with this meaningful events that are stirring your life moving forward, with a full accountability for that you are responsible for it and you are responsible for the result of all that as well. So to me, this reading speaks that this week you are going to take the means to do what it takes in order to push through, in order to, how can I say, to make a change. That for some of you, like I said, it could be once in a lifetime change. And into a very practical meaning of these cards, whatever you need is gonna come your way, but it's gonna take some balls to use it. So I hope you have them. And with that being said, guys, this was your weekly general tarot reading, May 17th up until May 23rd, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.